actually have
Yes
a
or no?
story
No?
to go along with that.
Yeah.
My great aunt used to own a retail store in a downtown neighborhood here for years and years and years, and she dealt in collectibles.
Yep.
And so when she passed away, her children were able to go into these warehouses, as it were, and imagine lunch boxes from the 1950s or dolls from the 1940s, still in the box.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect
Yes.
condition. They've increased, 100 times in value.
Yeah.
Putting a value on things.
Yeah.
And here it is, when someone passed away, it's up to you. It happened to my wife. Her uncle passed away, and then we
Okay.
had to go clean his house out and then
Yeah.
get rid of all the stuff there. Get rid of is an optimum word, because we didn't really value everything. Or I didn't really spend much time that her mom and her didn't really value everything properly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I went one day, I said, this isn't for me. I did get a baseball card out of it. It said a
that's
baseball
cool.
too.
Okay.
But how do you value things the right way? Because that market every now and then. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to get CEOs on from different companies or people that invest in different areas that we've never heard of and try to educate you as a general public of places that you might not even know that are good for investing.
That's right.
You might be sitting and feeling like you're in poverty right now, but you may be in a house that's loaded with things that are worth a lot of money. But they don't have much value to you because you don't really know what the value is.
Yeah, that's good.
So, right, Bruce? So one of the things that I've done here lately is I've been out trying to say to myself, how can I have the great first and you has been launched? Let's go to that interview right now, and folks, we'll see you on the next show. Folks, it's Coach Pete here. I'm live on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange with Mr. J.W. Roth, who has just launched his public traded company, Venue. JW, welcome in.
Coach, it's
Always
good to be
see
here.
you, man.
It's good to be here.
It's a fun day for you.
It's a fun day.
You rang the opening bell today.
We rang the opening bell. We opened the New York Stock Exchange. It's just funny, when you're a kid or you grow up and you always think of the New York Stock Exchange and how you picture it.
Yeah.
Then you get in business and you start to dream about how, where your company's going to ultimately go. But then to actually do it, to stand out there and ring the bell on the New York Stock Exchange, it's surreal.
It's pretty amazing.
It's amazing.
You look like
It's
a pro
amazing.
up there doing it.
Yeah, well, listen, I got him fooled. I got him fooled.
Now, all right, let's take a step back. Tell me how you got started in the business world.
Yep.
Let's do that. Let's do a quick history here.
Yep.
A couple minutes.
Yep.
Because that'll help, I think, folks that are watching. It'll help them understand who you are and why you're doing what you're doing now.
Yep. So, I did not start in the hospitality or entertainment space. I'm the founder at Roth Premium Foods. My background is all agriculture and in building food lines. So, Roth is a prepared food manufacturer, I think about the third largest in the United States.
Wow.
We all the time. He's actually, in a lot of ways, done better than the old man. That they're old. They're dilapidated, especially live music venues outdoor, like amphitheaters.
Yeah.
Most of them are 40, 50, 60 years old. And so they lack a lot of what the fan is demanding. Think about the NFL and Major League Baseball. It's kind of who I copied. I took a page right out of their playbook. I looked at them and said, look at what guys like George Steinbrenner did, or Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. He took old, dilapidated stadiums, worked with municipalities, and built theaters. We're gonna do in music with those two guys, and I admire both Steinbrenner and Jerry Jones, what they did in football and baseball.
Yeah, amazing business people.
Unbelievable business people.
I've been to the Colorado Springs location, folks. Amazing.
Yeah,
The
it's
fire
incredible.
pits, just an amazing place.
incredible.
You don't even think you're at a traditional concert anymore.
Ryan Tedder is interesting. Ryan Tedder, One Republic, he stepped out on stage. He sold out 3 shows for us this last summer. But he stepped on stage and he goes, geez, I feel like I'm in Dubai. All of the fire going on and the fire pits going on, and it's incredible. It creates an unbelievable vibe and an unbelievable ambiance.
Yeah, so, this idea, though, came, let's build amphitheaters, or,
Yeah.
that's what you said.
Here's what I said.
Okay.
I said, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of the venues that I go to, and they're terrible.
Yeah.
But I go to football games and baseball games, and I'm thinking, man, these are nice. I could do this. So when I left Roth Premium Foods, I left for one specific reason, and that is to disrupt the venue space in live music.
Disrupting, because some of the Major League and football places,
Yeah.
their video screens are better than the TV at home.
No question. No question. And the food is unbelievable. You have 5-star restaurants now in baseball parks. And so, we built the Seafood and Chop House in the Ford Amphitheater in Colorado Springs. It's a 5-star seafood and chop house inside of a music venue.
Now, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Instead of hot dogs and a slice of pizza.
That's right. That's exactly right. No more hot dogs and slices of cold pizza.
All right, so now you got the idea. Let's build big amphitheaters and let's let the people to come. But How did you get the financing in place? Because that's a big proposition. You see all the NFL
sale leasebacks on the ground underneath the amphitheater. But these amphitheaters, like in McKinney, it's a $300 million amphitheater to build the.
Wow.
It's the most seated amphitheater in the history of the world. That we're building there. It opens for the 2026 season. It's beautiful. If you've not seen what we're doing down there, it's incredible. But at the end of the day, you could never make it pencil if it wasn't for really forward-thinking municipalities like the city of McKinney. George Fuller, Mayor George Fuller, he's a forward-thinking mayor. He's a wonderful man. And he, in his way of thinking, he brought the city council along, and next thing you know, they're supporting it. We have great fire pit suite owners down there. Got a good friend in Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman's a Hall of Fame quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, he is.
He and I partnered on 8 as a sponsor at our venues, and then we're building the Aikman clubs, and so we've just got really good partnerships, good sponsorships, and so at the end of the day, we have a financing strategy that works and works well, and it works good for our public company shareholders.
Yeah, that's a good question. So a lot of people, before they invest in the stock, they say, well, let me see how much debt this company has.
That's right.
How are you looking on that?
We have very, very little debt.
Yep.
We, over the last 8 quarters or so, 9 quarters, I guess, we've built a balance sheet of about $181 million. We'll cross $200 million and add $1 billion in 2025.
Is that a B?
With a B, in the net tangible assets. And so, at the end of the day, we are focused on our balance sheet, and as a result of public-private partnerships and mark-to-market valuations, don't count El Paso out as might be the most profitable venue we build in the next 10 years for that exact reason. I don't care what if you're a Democrat, Republican, or Independent. You know the lyrics to Hotel California.
That's right.
And you sit there and sing it together in unison. Yeah. And it's one of the only places that doing.
Good point.
Because that's what doing.
Good point.
Because that's what music does. Music creates memories. Live music creates even better memories because you enjoy it with somebody else.
Yeah, and you've got the collective energy of everybody around you. I think
that's right.
resonating. We don't even know the metaphysics on that these days.
No
too,
question.
But I think the group mentality of everybody on the same side.
No question.
I mean, it just lifts everybody's spirits.
Yeah.
up.
No question.
Again,
No question.
Album or live? Who
That's
doesn't love
exactly
live?
right.
So my next question is, do you ever see live music going away? Of course, that was
No,
a
never,
softball question.
never. Not in 100
Probably
years.
getting better and better, isn't it?
It does get better. Right?
Yeah.
There's a point, though. I think there's going to be a point where live music even expands. So live music today is usually enjoyed. We're together and we're at a venue. But I see and then the New York Stock Exchange worked with us to make that our symbol.
Did you get a thesaurus out?
Yeah, exactly.
I do that online
Yeah,
nowadays. I find a different word.
Exactly.
If I can't pronounce one word, I go with another
exactly.
one. All right, so then let's talk. We've got a couple minutes here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk business.
Yep.
For someone who's watching this and they are interested in investing,
Yep.
What would you tell them as far as a brand new investor? What kind of steps should they take, and what would you recommend?
Yeah, so, I'd love to have you as a shareholder. Our symbol is VENU, traded on the New York Stock Exchange. I would love to have you as a shareholder. We are aggressively disrupting the venue space. We are well capitalized. We have strong shareholder base and support. And I'm live, as Coach said, and when you go there, you can click on investing and you can look at all of the venues that we're building any place in the United States, and it will give you information on that. You can also come to our offices, whether here or in Dallas or wherever, and use virtual reality to actually sit in any of our venues, or buy a ticket and come out to the Ford Amphitheater this summer and catch a great show.
I saw the Steve Miller Band last year. Really good band.
Steve Miller Band was a great show we had this year, but we had just so many great shows. A fun place.
So someone should come and look at it because you can actually invest in one of the VIP fire pit spaces, right?
Yep.
Right, and is that a lifetime ownership when you invest?
It is lifetime ownership. And I tell people this all the time, too. At the end of the day, the best way to understand what we do is to experience what we do. And the best way to experience what we do is come sit in my suite at the Ford Amphitheater.
I did.
Yeah, you
Awesome
did.
place,
Dang
awesome
right
place.
you did. Yeah.
J.W. Roth, folks, and the symbol is venue, and then the website venue.live.
Venue.live. Love to have you, shareholder.
Always great
Coach,
to see you.
thank you.
Yes. See you later, folks.
Bye-bye.
Through this book, chapter by chapter, and getting a little bit of a, let's call it behind the scenes of the writing process, the intentions behind it, all that jazz.
This is book number 18,
18
that I've written.
yes.
And you know what happens a lot of times? I know it happens. People have given me books before. Somebody gives you a book, maybe a couple books you wanted to read. You haven't read them yet, so you say, I'll read this sometime.
Sure.
It gets put on the bookcase.
Yep.
And then it gets forgotten.
Yep.
So these are really good tools and techniques in this book. We're going to go through every chapter telling you why it's important, but you can really act on these tips and tools to get a better retirement. So that's why we wrote it. I didn't write it just to write a book. I've got plenty of books. I don't need any more books. But we wrote this for a very important purpose, and that's so you could understand how to really plan your own retirement.
It's true, and you've divided it into 5 key sections. You have game theory, tactics, offense, defense, and the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
I love how you made this analogy. You know, you call it the big book on retirement, but you've made this great sports analogy here where you're kind of taking every element and comparing retirement in that way.
Well, there's a big game every year. We can't call it. It's a football championship. If you say the name, you have to pay the NFL.
I like Campbell's tomato soup, Coach.
Super.
It's super.
Yeah. So, but we all watch it.
Yes.
And the commercials charge a lot of money for the commercials.
Oh, yes,
but
they're so good.
It's the same theory, though. It's 2 teams going against each other. Sometimes you can tell one team was more prepared to benefit you as well. Coming up.
Pensions and Social Security are guaranteed income streams for retirees. Unfortunately, pensions are a thing of the past, and Social Security may not cover all of your expenses. However, there's another strategy that can help. Dating back to ancient Rome, important differences, each carving out their potential place in a retirement plan.
First one is a variable annuity, which in my humble opinion is one of the worst financial instruments ever designed. Why? Because first of all, it doesn't provide you with safe money. Unless you start tacking on riders and this and that, and every time you add something on with a variable annuity, you start basically pushing up the cost. On average, the average variable annuity that I've seen in my lifetime has been with fees of 3.5%.
Variable annuities are tied to an index or a stock market or a mutual fund type account where your money can go up, but it can also go down. So to me, a variable annuity shouldn't even be considered in the annuity world, because to me, annuity means safety and making sure you have that financial confidence all the way through retirement.
Then there's also your fixed annuity, which is kind of like a CD on steroids, you know, generally 3,